Hey guys. Hey guys. So today was a very fun video. It was a chit chat, get ready with me. Like this look, glowing, little grown woman, grown and sexy going on, because guess what? We're talking about grown woman things today. We're talking about why I decided to budget and why honestly you should take a look at your finances and be like, maybe, just maybe I need to, at least take a look. At least start getting more educated, because I don't like where I am and I want to be financially healthy. As healthy as I want to be mentally and physically, I need to be financially as well. And you have to do a wellness check and honestly figure out if you're doing good. If you're not, figure out what you need to do to get there, girl. So if you want to see how I did this look, you guys already know I'm not a makeup artist. I just chat and get in, make it do what it do. You want to see how I did this look, and also have just a little budgeting chat, a little finance, a little let me get my life together, because I want to get out of this apartment, or I'm tired of paying, this crazy tail car payment, or I'm tired of going to places and they freaking charging me out the wazoo for something that someone down the street might have for half the amount or whatever. So yeah, let's get financially healthy this year, guys. Just stay tuned. So why have I decided to budget? It's a popular question. Question that not only do I ask myself, but I get asked or have gotten asked. And I really had to take a second and think, like, why have I decided to budget? Like, you would think, okay, so now I have 2 incomes, I'm married, I've been in the military for 5 years, I've been promoted, like everything seems to be on the up and up. So why now all of a sudden would you decide to start budgeting? Now that you have 2 incomes and you've been promoted a couple times and you actually got a little change, a little bit, you're not struggling as much as you once was, because baby girl struggled a lot for a very long time. So now that everything seems to be falling into place financially, why are you gonna start the budget now? And honestly, I think the first reason that my journey is beginning now is because I wasn't educated. The same way that I had to learn about credit and about finances and things of that nature, I had to learn about and even couponing. I kind of stumbled upon couponing when I was pregnant with my youngest. And now that I'm pregnant with this youngest, I stumbled upon budgeting, and I do always say big brother's watching or listening or whatever, what have you. But honestly, my husband and I feel like if we never were having this conversation about credit and saving and just paying off debt, it never would have been on my YouTube feed. So I literally was just watching YouTube one day, as I do all the time, and it was the same night as me and my husband having this conversation about budgeting. No, not about budgeting, about saving money and paying off debt and finances and things of that nature. And it just so happened that budgeting came across my newsfeed, and I was like, let me just watch this, let me see what this lady talking about. And in doing so, I was introduced to a whole new world, a whole new way of living, a whole new way of capturing where you are in having that personal growth. So I asked again, why did I decide to start budgeting? I am very intentional in everything that I do. I am a planner. I pride myself in being a planner. I pride myself in being someone that looks towards the future and sets goals and milestones and ways to get, where I want to be. And I've done that with everything except my finances. I've honestly been intentional. Even this pregnancy, like I was like, hey babe, let's have a baby, but can't do it until after I do everything I need to do for promotion. So there was no, uh-oh, now I'm stuck. I can't get promoted. I can't move up. I purposely, in planning to have a baby, planned it around my next goal, which was being promoted. So I am very intentional in everything that I do when it comes to my life, because I've learned that that's the way that I'm able to control, at least what I'm able to control. You can't control what people do to you, how people talk to you, how others react, but I can control my happiness. I can control at least the things for my promotion, that I was able to go into the schools I needed to go to, get in the education that I needed to get, getting the points that I needed to get promoted. So in doing all of that, I've never once been intentional when it comes to my finances. It's kind of always been laissez-faire. It's always been, it's gonna work itself out. It's gonna get better. I'm gonna do this or try to pay this, or, it's gonna work itself out. And it hasn't. It hasn't. I'm still able to go into grocery stores, not grocery stores, like car dealerships, and be denied or be told what I can get. And that bugs me all the way out. I work hard for my money, and I work hard for the things that we have, and I can still go somewhere and they say, you're not quite good enough, so this is what we can get. You might have come in for this, but this is what you can get. And that bugs me out. And then also I look around and we have so much stuff, just stuff. We just got stuff. We might not necessarily need it. It's okay to have things that you want. But I literally, even my makeup, I look at my makeup, there's so many things that I haven't even touched, haven't even used, not even necessarily my style. I just have them because they were cute and they were on sale, and I decided that that's what I wanted to get. So in building a budget, I am creating boundaries for myself and giving myself financial freedom. I want to buy a house one day. And my excuse for not buying a house has always been, okay, so when I'm done with the military, I'll purchase a house. And granted, that is not just an excuse, that is the truth. I don't see the value in purchasing a house when we live, in an area that we don't love. And I get that some people purchase things and they're just like, oh, well, it'll be a rental property, but I really want the first house that we buy to be our home, to be the home that the kids can come back to, and that they can actually have a room, bring their family when they grow older, stuff like that. So I want to wait to buy a house. If we purchase rental properties, we probably will. But I don't necessarily want that to be our first house. I don't want to just buy a house here in the city because we're here. I want to buy a house someplace that we love, that we might want to come back to, someplace that we might want to actually visit. Even if we do decide to do rental properties while I'm still in the military, you know, I want us to be at a beach or a place that we would like to vacation, a place where we're actually going to get some good money renting it out, not necessarily just, you know, doing it to do it and then getting stuck with a house when you leave. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But I do want to purchase a house. And I know that if I purchase a house right now, yeah, I might get it because I'm, you know, I would be considered a vet or have a GI Bill. I mean, not a GI Bill. Gosh, baby brain. VA loan. But my interest rate would be higher than it needs to be. And then I look at things like my car payment. I'm paying way too much for my car. Way too much for my car. But the reason I am is because my credit is not that great. It's borderline. You know, I can go in and get a car, but they're going to charge me out the wazoo to do so. Or I looked at my credit cards because in learning budgeting, you learn different techniques. So I was like, let me look at all my APRs. Ridiculously high. And I was like, damn, I got to do better. I got to get out of this, get rid of this. And the only way to do so is fixing my credit, is getting to a place in life where it's all good, you know. How I look on paper finally represents who I am as a person. And everyone has a bad time. Everyone has struggles. Everyone, especially if you were a single parent, it's like, bruh, you know, honestly, you just had to do what you had to do to take care of you and your children. But you can't let that define who you are forever, you know? You can't let not having good credit be who you continue to showcase these companies and creditors. And you always say, you know, when you know better, you do better. And now that I'm being more educated in my finances, now I'm deciding to do better. You know, if I sat and watched that video and learned about budgeting and, you know, didn't do anything, was like, oh, that's cute, whatever, you know, that would have been my prerogative. But it also would have been me deciding to stay in the same boat financially that I'm in currently. And I didn't want that. I don't want that. You know, I always look at my children and say, how can I be an example for them? How can I talk to them about credit and finances and just doing better and setting yourself up for success if I'm not making the decision to do so myself? So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I decided to start budgeting, because I wanted to get to a place financially where I wanted to be. I wanted to stop getting denied. I wanted to stop allowing people to judge me negatively based on what they saw on a piece of paper. I wanted to be a good example of what to do, how to be for my children, and then also for myself. So every couple years I take a look at myself and I'm like, okay, Renee, so let's check yourself mentally. Let's check to see if you're happy financially. No, lies, not financially. Let's see if you're happy. Are you happy in life? Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with your relationship? Are you happy not only with just your relationship with your partner, but are you happy with your relationship with your family? Like, let's check your wellness, Renee. And I do that, and I've always taken pride in doing that, but I have never once, I mean, never once checked myself financially. I have always had a problem with not being as stable as I wanted to be. And then especially as things got easier, it just got easier for me to just, say, oh, I got money left. You know what? Let me go to Marshall's, or let me go to, um, get the kids some clothes, or let me, you know, whatever, buy shit that we don't need. You know, let me spend this extra little bit of money. So honestly, now I'm doing a zero balance budget where all of my money is going out to something. But theoretically, I was doing that already. I was already doing that without knowing, but it wasn't going towards debt or, just being healthier financially. It was going to retailers. I would just go and purchase stuff because I could. I had the extra money. And I just checked myself. I have to stop that. Like Sephora and Ulta, they got all my little coin. They got all my little coin. And, granted, every now and then, you do have to get things for yourself. Like, honestly, you working hard, you gotta get, you gotta be able to get things that you want. But for me, at 32, I'll be 33 in August. Things that I want now are a nicer car for a lower payment. A house, that my entire family can fit in comfortably. I want my husband to be able to get a work space without us paying a ridiculous amount in rent. I want, a college fund for my kids. We have two that are going to be graduating soon. I want those things. I want to travel outside of the country and not really have to worry about it. These are things that now mean the most to me. Not having bins worth of makeup, or having the latest shoes or the latest clothes. I literally wear the same thing every day. Especially now, I can't fit nothing. But these are the things that mean something to me. And do I still love makeup? Absolutely. Still love makeup. And I have enough, and you have to realize that you have enough. But where is my financial freedom? No one calls me. I'm not in debt to where people are calling and harassing me and leaving messages about late payments, or you owe us this or you owe us that. No, I'm not in debt like that. But I have credit card debt, and I have furniture payments, and I have things that may have happened to me in life that caused me to have things on my credit that affect me negatively. So yeah, I do have things that I have to pay off in order for me to get to a place in life where I call the shots, where I can truly call the shots and be financially free. And that is why I'm choosing to budget. And it may not be for everyone. I honestly don't think it'll work for my husband because of how he moves and operates. But he's a saver. He's a crazy saver. And I'm not, I'm not a crazy saver. I'm not someone who Let me give y'all some more light. Let there be light. I'm not someone who, you know, just loves to save, but he does. So, you know, as long as he is working on his credit and working on himself like that, then he doesn't have to do it the way that I am, the way that I have chosen to work on my credit. You know, as long as we are both personally working on ourselves and our financial situation, then that's all that really should matter, right? Right. Have I tried to press this on other people? Oh yeah, I just text my mama talking about, hey girl, you need to make a budget. We about to get on FaceTime and we about to start a budget. Why? Because I think it's a good way for you to, at least, even if you don't create a budget, I think you need to go through your finances and honestly be honest with yourself about where you are and where you stand with your debt. And I think creating a plan to pay off that debt is not a bad suggestion. I don't think that anyone should want to stay where they are or where they have been financially, but always be trying to get better. We try to get better in everything that we do, honestly. Like, everyone is always trying to get better, but when it comes to your finances, it's scary. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to talk about it. But girl, like, let's honestly be all the way real here, you know? If creating a budget is going to help you live the life you want to, then why not try? Let me do my lips. And I know the way that I'm talking might sound like creating a budget is restrictive, but honestly, it's not, guys. You are just going through your finances and saying, hey, so these are my bills. This is what I'm bringing home. So bam, that's how much is going towards this. Then taking the money that's left, okay, this is how much I'm going to use for groceries. This is how much I'm going to use for gas. Ugh. Ugh. This is how much I'm going to use for fun stuff. I have a Renee fund. Like, come on. I know that if I completely neglect myself, I am not going to continue to do this. So I have a Renee fund. Like, you have to, it gives you the ability to come up with where you want to allocate your money and do that. It does set boundaries, because usually there are no boundaries on how much I'm going to spend on anything. So it does make me say, okay, this is how much I need for this. I'm going to stick within this budget. You know, I'm going to stick within spending $150 every 2 weeks on groceries, which is not hard to do, you know, or I'm going to pack my lunch. I'm not going to pay, you know, every single day, go downstairs to the cafeteria and eat lunch. I'm going to pack my lunch, because that's going to save my Renee fund for makeup or outing, anything that I actually want to do. All right, let me do my eyeballs. I'm not here to say everyone has to start a budget, but I am here to say, let's take a look at our finances and at least learn where we're staying. You know, ignorance is bliss. And at a certain point in your life, you got to be like, I don't want to be blissful no more. I need to know what I owe, where I owe it, and make action and plans towards getting rid of it. You know, you don't have to make a lot of money. It was crazy to me how much extra money I have once I start allocating money to certain areas. And I was like, dang, I can really do this. I can really have a full, happy life and really start paying off this debt and being serious about it, because honestly, there's money there. I just blow it, you know? So, but you know, that's just me. I'm just an ordinary girl. So, oh, highlight. How could I forget highlight, guys? All right, let me get my glow on, and then we'll be done. Had to pull out an Old Bay today. Old Bobby Brown. Look at my little tail. My hair is growing, so my tail doesn't like to be tied down. We filming today, so we can be a little more glowy than normal. So, okay, guys, it's a hell of a long video. These videos are just getting longer and longer. But hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it sparked someone's interest. You guys can always comment or DM me on Instagram. That's so much easier than my inbox on my email down there. But yeah, if you have questions or comments. But yeah, I don't know. This is what vibe I'm on. Like, it's not even a new year, new me type of thing. It's like, I'm a grown-ass woman. It's time to, like, get financially where I've always wanted to be. And no one's going to make it happen if I don't. So, thanks, guys, for watching. Until next time. Bye.